So, welcome everyone. Are you ready to go pro with Cloud Pro CC? Today's session is going to talk about how to set up a live workflow on AWS. You face the requirement to set up a live channel. It could be 24/7 linear channel on your platform, or it could be a pop-up channel for marketing or product launch, or it could be your organization's town hall, or it could be as big as a live cricket streaming in India like IPL, right? Yes, I'm talking about the broadcast grade, glitch free, reliable live streaming. And that's exactly what we are going to learn today. If you want to skip the theory, you can jump to the demo. But the tech may change, the concepts and basics won't. So let me quickly introduce the concept. A typical live workflow consists of these 5 components: the source, the encoder, origination or packager, CDN, and the video player. Now the source is nothing but the origination of your live stream. It could be a camera, it could be a switcher, it could be as complex as 10 different cameras going to an OB WAN and streaming. It could be anything. So let's not get into the complexities. Let's consider that as a source which is generating the content for you. Then you have an encoder. Encoder is going to convert your stream into some other format. So it could be maybe it's coming as a signal, it's converting to an IP. It could be an IP getting converted into some other format which your player can play. It could be anything, right? So let's consider encoder as a component which is just going to rewrite the same content but in a more compressed, more playable manner. Origination is the section where your content is going to reside, and whenever the request comes, it's going to serve the content to the end video player or the end user. Packaging helps you to repackage the content into some other formats which your player may be expecting it. Every player cannot support all the formats, right? So that's why the packager is required. It's an optional thing. You don't have to repackage every time, but let's see how that's going to work. CDN is one of the most important component because you are going to stream this to millions of users. Trust me, CDN is going to save your life. There's so many things that you can achieve on a CDN like CloudFront, Akamai, Limelight, n number of CDNs, but you will need one to distribute your content. And the last but not the least is video player, and I don't have to explain video player because you're watching the content on a video player, so I think you already know what it is. So let's learn how these components will look on AWS. The source will be an OBS stream, an OBS studio deployed on my laptop, which is going to do a screen capture of a clock and then it's going to stream to the cloud. On cloud, we will have the encoder, packager, and the CDN. Our encoder is AWS Elemental Media Live, which is going to take this RTMP input. And AWS Elemental Media Live is a broadcast grade managed live video processing offering from AWS that creates high quality streams for delivery of broadcast TVs and internet connected devices. AWS Elemental Mediapackage is a just-in-time packager which prepares, protects, and distributes your video content to a broad range of connected devices. Again, this is a managed serverless offering which can scale as the demand increase. Amazon CloudFront is a content delivery network (CDN) service built for high performance, security, and developer convenience. With 1 TB worth data transfer free every month, this is one of the most cost efficient programmable CDN. Yes, when I say programmable CDN, you can literally code anything at the edge and make your CDN intelligent. Not every CDN can provide you with this kind of control and customization. Now, let's jump into the demo. Let's log into AWS console and click on AWS Elemental Media Live. Let's use Workflow Wizard to create the workflow of the live stream. So entire stream I'm going to create using this Workflow Wizard. Click on Create Workflow and give it a name. We are going to use single pipeline because that is more cost efficient, and this is a demo, right? For IAM role, I'm using an existing role. For you, you can just click on create role from template and that should do the job. Click on next and go to the next page. Here you have to choose an input. If you remember, we are going to use OBS RTMP stream as an input, right? So click on RTMP push. Click on create new input because we're going to create it and give it a name of an application name and an instance, and note it down because you will need this while configuring your OBS stream. We have to give a security group. Now I'm going to give 0.0.0/0, but I would recommend you to use a very specific input so that it can't be misused. Now let's use a 10 Mbps because my stream is not going to be HD. It's very low latency stream, so we'll just give an SD and choose for the next. Now I'm using media package and output, so select media package. You can stream it to Facebook, YouTube as requirement, but in this demo we are going to media package. We will have standard quality. We can also go with enhanced quality if you want better results, but stick to standard quality. That's the default cost. And we will have resolutions because I'm going SD 720p is the highest that I need. So let's create the workflow, and this will take some time for all the resources to be created. Once the workflow is created, you will see the screen something like this. You can see all the components like the input, channel, the media package outputs, and the CloudFront distribution has been created. Now the CloudFront distribution may take some time, so you don't have to wait for that to be created. Before that, you can configure the other things. So let's go to the next steps. Click on the Media Live input and go to the input page. From the input page, you have to capture the IP address and the port to which you are going to stream from your OBS. If you have the IP and port copied, you can go to the OBS to configure your stream. Link of the OBS is given in the description. You can download it. Open the OBS and configure it to capture your browser which will be streamed. So how to configure that is basically go to video window capture, add a random name and click on OK. So I'm saying clock capture because I'm to capture the clock which is in the browser, right? So it's a random website showing a clock, so you can just select that from your Chrome or whichever browser you're using. Click on OK and you can see it's already started. Click on transition, so it'll start the transition into a layer live stream. But before streaming this to Media Live, I have to do the configuration. Click on setting and go to stream. Put in your IP and the port number. So the default the port is 1935. If you're not changed, it will remain as 1935. If you remember, I had asked you to keep the application name and instance, right? OBS is the application name and A is the instance. So application name will go as a path to your server, and the instance will go as a stream key. So if you remember, OBS was our application name, so we'll say /OBS, and then the stream key will be /A. Click on OK and then click on start stream. Now this actually failed for me, that's why I'm going back to my Media Live input, and from there I will go to click on my channel and land into my channel page. So now you have to go to your Media Live channel and see if the channel is already started. If it is not, please click on start so that channel gets started, and then only your stream can get published, because in RTMP stream it needs the channel started, right? So yes, the channel is running now. Now go and start the streaming, and you should see a green box below. Hopefully that will appear. It's sending some stream. I could see an empty box. Yes, it has started sending. Yes, it's green. Now the live stream has started. Now let's go and click on the media package endpoint, which is HLS. Copy the URL and just play in any random player. So this is in cloud. If you see the URL, right, it's a CloudFront URL, and you can play the stream from the browser. You can see the clock, and thus we have published our browser over the Media Live to a through a CloudFront as an HLS stream to browser. Now this can be streamed to millions of users. This is what exactly we saw in the demo. We had an OBS source which created an RTMP stream out of a screen capture of a clock. The input went to an AWS Elemental Media Live. It transcoded it into an HLS and gave it to Elemental Media Package. We didn't do any kind of repackaging as such, but trust me, like in production you may have real world use cases like catch-up TV, where you have to restream certain contents or allow users to seek back to view the previous highlights or something like that, right? So then we created Amazon CloudFront, which is the CDN, and then distributed the content to the player. We played the stream from the player, which was using the M3U8 URL, which means we are playing an HLS stream. Hope you liked the demo. If you enjoyed this session, please like and subscribe, and let me know your feedback. Let me know what more things you would like to see in this channel, and stay tuned.